Hey guys, it's Friday, whatever, August 31st, I guess, eh? I got my back brackets welded on for the seat. This is how they're supposed to go. I'm not going to put any support underneath them because I'm not worried about it, because the way that the structure of the seat is that there are two bolt holes on the back, and then there's another, the main part of the bracket really sits out front. The part that's actually, supporting the actual weight of the seat is here. So that weight is going to be supported on here. So I'm really only concerned with keeping the seat from moving. Besides that, these are pretty damn solid. Where's my hammer? I don't have a hammer here. I don't think they're going to be a problem with them moving. I gotta let those guys cool. Hopefully it's not heating up the motors too much. Yeah, no, it's not a problem. It's getting a little warm there. I'll hit it with some, I don't like to hit to air cool things, but because you can actually harden some welds, but and make them brittle. But I think in this case I will. It's not like this is a well, a trailer frame that you're welding up. So anyways, I've got a piece of angle here, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna go across here like this, and I'm gonna notch. What does this camera seem like it's zoomed or what? I'm gonna put it across here like that, cut it to length obviously, and notch it for the the pipes here, and then it'll sit down not quite flush with the tops of the tube. It'll be like an eighth of an inch up or whatever that is. It actually looks like that's only about 100 thou, but nevertheless, it'll sit a little bit higher than that. Those are actually flush with the tops of the tubes, but I figured that tiny little bit of a difference isn't going to make any difference at all to me. Regardless, I'll let this stuff cool off. I got to test fit the seat back on here so that I can get where this cross member has to sit. I'll mark it off, and then the seat should be on here tonight. And then that just leaves that little bracket there for the accelerometer, and I have to go inside and I have to go and look at the specs on the holes, like what the spacing on the holes is for that thing, but other than that, that's not going to be a big deal. So let's get to it. Okay, so my neighbor and his buddy from across the road dropped by, and we were talking about the truck I bought off of him, and I was showing them the scooter here, and they were both impressed. They both are convinced that it needs a wheel on the front. I'm going to do my best not to have to do anything like that. I think we both agree that this is going to need some kind of a form of a wheelie bar on the back, but I will assess it first. I will wear my helmet for the first ride, and we'll go with that. Seat is on here just with the plates. I was sizing things up, and I came to the realization that angle iron won't give me what I want. It'll actually be pulling it down some, which isn't a bad thing, but if it really wants to be at the right position, I'll use a piece of 1x3, and that's actually easier to mount on here because I don't have to notch it. It's just going to rest on top of the tubing. So you just have to cut it to length and, miter the corners of it or the edges of it, and that should be good enough. And I'll just weld it here, weld it underneath as it crosses over there, and weld it there at the edge on the back side as well, I guess, if I can get in there. So I'm going to try and do that before it gets too late. It's easy to sit and waste a lot of time when those guys come around. Not that I'm complaining. Good guys. Anyways, okay, there you go. That's that front seat support all welded in, and it's damn solid. 3 inches of weld on either side. I haven't welded underneath, but I don't think I need to. It is rock solid. So I'm not too worried about that. So last thing I have to do tonight, or I want to do tonight, is drill out the 2 holes on this for that accelerometer, and weld this on, and then I'm done for the night. So, but I gotta get some dimensions first. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, that should be pretty much it for welding on the frame. Excessive welding for that tiny little bracket, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter. Takes a hit, it'll be a lot less likely to break off. So I'll put the tire back on tomorrow. I'll be mucking around with the software for at least part of tomorrow, I suppose. And the only other thing I have left to do is the little bike speedo. And I think there's the magnet there. I think the magnet, I'll drill a hole in here and put the magnet there, and then there's the, well, one of these things is the, yeah, that piece right there is the sensor, and I'll see if I can't put it somewhere on the frame right in here, and that should be good. And then I'll have to figure out where I'm going to mount the little speedo. You know, I thought about putting it right here between your feet, but I think I'll bust it if I do that, so I'll have to figure something else out. Maybe I'll glue it to the PlayStation controller or something silly like that. But nevertheless, that's it for tonight, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.